In the previous video, we wrote the process in the controller to handle the login. In this video, we will write the function to make the process work and then test the login. In the controller on line 89, we call the login user function and pass the email variable into the function as a parameter. It is this function that we will now write. Open the model.php page. Notice that two comments exist on lines 32 and 36 of the model. We will combine both operations into a single function call. Delete the empty lines 33 through 35, bringing the two comments together. Then on line 34, we will begin our function with the keyword function followed by the function name, login user, with the parentheses and the $sign email variable between the parentheses. Then add the curly braces immediately after the closing parentheses. As with the register user function, we will follow the pattern of, first, getting access to the database connection variable. Second, declaring our SQL script. Third, creating a prepared statement. Fourth, binding the named placeholder to the value. Fifth, executing the statement. Sixth, fetching the values from the database. Seventh, closing the database connection. And eighth, returning the value to the controller. The SQL statement will select everything from the table where an email value matches one that has been sent in as part of the login attempt. When done with the function, save the model and return to the controller. On line 89 of the controller, the returned data is stored in the data variable. This variable is now an array of values, we assume. On line 90, we use the password verify function and provide it with the plain text password just entered as part of the login, and provide it the hashed password retrieved from the database, if a matching email address was found. The hashed password contains a number of components. See the password verify page on php.net that allow it to hash the plain text password and then compare the two to see if they are the same. The variable $sign email match now contains either true or false. We really don't care which, because if it is true, then the rest of the data is there and we progress with the login. If false, then it fails. It seems simple, and it is as long as we get things right. Make sure everything is saved. Run the controller. In the browser, click the Login link in the top right-hand corner of the registration view. Make sure you know the email address and password of one of the registrants stored in your database. Enter the email and password and then press Login or hit your Enter or Return key. If the login was successful, you should be looking at the home.php view. You should also notice that the links in the top right-hand corner have changed. Now, instead of register and login, the user is greeted by name and offered a logout link. If the login failed, you should be looking at the login.php view with a failure message. If things did not work as described, troubleshoot and test until they do. In the next movie, we will add the logout functionality and also include an administrative user and test their ability to log in.